At a time where groundbreaking digital technologies appear with progressively greater speed, it is impossible to imagine what even the nearest future will bring of new products, markets, and business models. Danish businesses' potential for digital development depends on legislation that in its essence is ready for a future that cannot be predicted. So how do we regulate for a future that is unknown? Since July 2018, all Danish ministries have been obligated to assess how new regulation will affect businesses' opportunity to apply, test, and develop digital technologies. 5 principles guide this future-proof business regulation. Principle 1 encourages that the regulation makes room for testing new technologies or launching regulatory sandboxes to prepare the ground for new product ideas and business models. As an example, let us look at the growing market for digital health solutions, products that function as a kind of private digital health assistant, for example by making it easy to remember to take your medicine or self-monitor chronic illness. Perhaps extended access to various health data could result in even better business ideas and lead to even better solutions for the customers. That is why, with Principle 1, it should be considered whether the new regulation makes such data available, potentially within a regulatory sandbox setup. Principle 2 recommends that the regulation focuses adequately on purpose and effect, rather than on process details. If we use the example of the digital health solutions again, the businesses will process and store personal and private health data of its consumers. The regulation should therefore focus on protecting the customer's personal data, but refrain from detailing specific protocols, software, or hardware to be used to achieve this. Principle 3 is to ensure that the regulation is phrased so it does not mention specific technologies needed to meet the objective of the regulation. In the example of digital health solutions, the regulation should not limit the companies to apply the health data solely to smartphones, but should leave room for the data to be used in other technologies as well. Danish regulation is close-knit, and the adjustment in one area easily impacts another. Principle 4 asks that the interconnectivity the regulation has with other areas is considered. For example, how a possible regulatory sandbox might affect other areas of regulation. Whereas the first 4 principles are aimed at increasing the business's digital potential, Principle 5 focuses on the user-friendliness of the public authority's digital platforms. If the businesses are obligated to report data to public authorities, for example through platforms for reporting, registration, or applications, Principle 5 encourages that the platform is easily accessible and user-friendly.